Nahrávám znova. Tleskni. Hello, my name is Jiří Šimek.
And I'm Emil Rothermel.
And we are creating guided tours.
For Festival Mala Inventura.
My name is Jiří. I work as a main dramaturg here and production guy in Klub Letka. We find ourselves in front of the Klub Letka, located in Letná district in Prague, on a hill above a river. And it is a small, cozy theater, and it's very cold outside, so let's go and check it. What we got going on here. First we enter the foyer. Come on inside. So here's the theater. We'll go there like in a minute.
Yeah.
And we can check the cafe first. Yeah, so let's
and right now, like, this is the setup, I assume, for pandemic.
Yes,
situation.
Unfortunately, we have to be closed right now, both the theater and the cafe, and this is like the only option we can sell sugar and coffee to people, so that's what's happening right now. The cafe is unfortunately closed, but we can go check it anyway. So come on in. Yeah, here we are. It's fine, it's fine. So yeah, this is the cafe, Letka, which was the original idea of the people who are behind both the theater and this place. It's a nice cafe. We keep the walls like kind of rough. It creates, to me, it feels cozy. And it's a nice bar. It's open throughout the whole day usually, not now. You can have a coffee, you can chill in the evening by the bar. We got a lot of local people doing that every day.
And like the normal, when it's normally open, so people are also coming here to war, or is it more like?
Yeah. It kind of works like a working hub in the mornings and until like 4 in the afternoon. So it kind of fits the actual working schedule. And then it sort of becomes a bar, and people just are allowed and and chill.
The place, does it use it always to be a bar?
No, well, originally, from the beginning, the house is pretty old. It was built by the beginning of 20th century. And first it was a cafe. Both spaces, this one and the theater, were a cafe. And it had it shared a foyer where was a guy standing asking you if you're on the list, and then he would tell you like where to sit. Then after the war, during the communist era, it was actually a tailoring manufacturer. And they were making these like uniforms for high-ranking soldiers for 40 years.
Or so maybe that's also like that can be related to Letka, right? Because like
maybe
when I hear Letka, it's because like Letka, it's the combination of airplanes, no? When they are flying, so they are Letka together. Like
True. Maybe they even made like uniforms for pilots. I don't know, but there's definitely a plane there. Still, it's kind of weird. They installed it after we named the place Letka. I don't know. Yeah. But it's a good, like, you know.
You can just check the place.
Let's check let him check the place, and we can just talk about it a bit more. And like these two wings, they're identical. And as I said, it used to be a cafe. Then it was a tailoring manufacturer, and then after Revolution in '89, it became actually a bar and a puppet theater for kids. It was like that for about 5 years, 6 years, and then it was a theater for like a school theater, basically. And here in this area, it's always been a bar since '89, I think. And until the year before, until 2019, it was like that, and then we won the competition for the other part. So now we're trying to run both places, and it's finally like got one person or like one group of people running the place again, which I think is nice because it's always been like that. It always belonged together, and now it's finally together again, for which I'm pretty glad. So that's pretty much it.
What is the name for it? It's called Chandelier, right?
Chandelier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a nice chandelier here.
Chandelier, yes. Okay.
Right, so yeah, and that's the bar, there's the kitchen, so you can even like eat something here. It's a nice place too, like you can actually really spend the whole day here, and it flows fast, like start working, you drink a bit in the evening, then you go back home on the third floor, and you come back here in the morning again.
You live in the building?
No, I don't, fortunately. But there's people from the house who just come here like pretty much every day, and they use it like an office and a meeting point. Yeah. Yeah. So come on into the hall. We're slowly getting towards the theater hall. So this is like the hall towards bathrooms, but we also sort of use it as a kind of a small gallery for just, you know, our, not necessarily our friends, but like people who do nice things in terms of arts, but they're not like selling, or they're not super famous. Right now it's photographs made by a friend of mine who is into like geometry of photographs, whatever. I don't really understand that, but I like it. Yeah, so that's what we got going on here. And moving on, we get towards the actual theater. So welcome to Letka. Yeah. This is the place. Okay. This is the place. This is our passion, has been for like past 2 years. Mm-hmm. We spent a lot of time renovating the whole place. As I said, it used to be a theater for puppet shows, so it was really accustomed to children audience. So they were like tiny, you know, chairs and everything, and you can really move around. So we took that all out and decided to make the space. It's already pretty tiny, so we tried to make it as open as possible. Yeah.
It's nice and cozy place, and like maybe this is a good opportunity to maybe try to talk about your dramaturgy. Like, what is your aim? You don't have to be like specific, but maybe it's good to talk about like what you are interested in as a dramaturg.
The way we started was that we tried to make the program such that everybody can find something that they would be interested in. I actually took an experience from my friends who run like kind of similar places in smaller towns around the Republic, and they basically say that you have to sort of bring up the audience so that they start to trust you, in the sense that no matter what you do, they believe that your sense of, I don't know, your taste is good enough for them, and they will just come to your place, whatever the show is, to check it, and that's what we're kind of trying to aim for here. Because Letná, Letná is pretty much also like a small village. It kind of feels like a village. It's squeezed in between two parks, and even though it's like an old part of town, it has this kind of small town appeal, to me at least.
Yeah. So it's but it's pretty nice way how to think about it, because you want to be like trustworthy curator who has like its audience, and you can just kind of have this relationship. You believe me, and I will bring you the best I know.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're aiming for, and that's what started working, I think, pretty well, especially with kids, because as I said, it used to be a puppet theater. Which is something I really like, puppet shows, and we have some really, really good ensembles for puppet shows in Prague. So every Saturday we were doing shows for children with like really good ensembles like Buchte, Aloutke, or people from Damuza, from Damu. You know, really, really, really nice stuff. And even if you're a grown-up, you can totally enjoy it. Like, it's full of jokes, which, I don't know, maybe kids understand it too. I'm not sure about that, but it's definitely fun for parents as well. Yeah. So that's something that we really were keen on to bring this back.
So it's theater, it's music.
It's lots of things. Like, just let me start. We thought that we should do lots of things here. Theater, concerts, I don't know, lectures, workshops. You can even screen movies here. We got a screen here, projectors there. So we are trying to make the program really rich. And we opened, as I said, did I say that? We opened October 2019. We sort of had to close down because of the pandemic in March last year, so it only ran for a couple of months. But even during that time, like, we managed to create sort of a stable audience that would come here for shows, which was really actually surprised about, because in Prague, you know, there are so many venues you can go to. So apparently, like this model sort of started to work. I hope we will be able to continue doing that when we can finally open up.
Great.
So yeah, and in terms of the program, to be a bit more specific about it, we got, as I said, we got theater shows for kids, mostly puppet shows. We got concerts. This place, it's not like a basement or anything, so it can be something really loud. But yeah, like we can accommodate most of the bands. We got some gear, we got some drum sets and some amps, so you don't have to bring your stuff over. Just trying to make things as easy as possible for people who want to both like perform here and come here to visit. So as for concerts, we had a lot of like really good names from the folk scene, like I don't know, Jakub Čermák, if you know the guy, or Marek Doubrava was here last year September. We are planning to have a show of Kitchen, Kuba, hopefully in the future, and Martin Kišperský from Květy, you know, like for
wonderful
me, like,
Czech interprets. And also, like when you would consider the fact that because we also didn't say that, but Letka will be like the festival center for Malá Inventura.
Yeah, exactly.
And also me and Emil, who is cameraman right now, we will do here Život on Air, probably on this stage, I think. So it's nice that you are sort of like getting involved with Malá Inventura, because I think it's a great place where people and promoters can meet and so on. So are you also interested, let's say, for like some kind of international cooperation, or do you want to bring like regional stuff from Czech Republic?
Totally. Like it would be like we actually got that going on right now. There's a Polish theater director, Šimek Wojcieszek. He's kind of controversial in Poland, so he kind of has to do his stuff abroad. But we are cooperating with him, and he's trying to, like, they're rehearsing a play right now, which should be, the premiere should be hopefully in April, if conditions allow it. And yeah, absolutely. Like, for me, I started doing this, I'm mostly specialized in music. I wasn't really into, I was into theater, but I wasn't like specialized in theater scene at all. So for me, it's still pretty new, and I'm trying to explore as much as I can, and trying to, I don't know, utilize my taste, and if it feels good, I'm absolutely, you know, looking forward to have it here.
Yeah. And also, you sound really optimistic, I feel. So it's nice to hear that even though the pandemic and everything, you sounds like everything is good, but...
Yeah, well, so everything is not like necessarily good. But the good thing about Letka is that it's, as you can see, it's small, so our team of people doesn't have to be that numerous. As I said, I work as a dramaturg and like production guy, which means I do pretty much anything from selling tickets to being a sound engineer to operating lights. And the place is so small, you know, you can accommodate up to like 50 sitting people. So it's quite, yeah, it's manageable to do this sort of on your own. I have a colleague who pretty much does the same thing. Well, he's not a dramaturg, but he's really specializes in like technical aspects of everything. And it's mostly us two. Like there's other people involved who help with stuff, but you can have a team of 2 people. So it's possible to manage that even if you have no income from performances.
I see. That's how you are keeping your head above the water.
Exactly, yeah. Being relatively few people that are on your paycheck. So
I've got to say it because like I think right now I'm working in Prague in like art and so on for almost 10 years, I think, and I'm happy that I found this place because it's new for me and it's cozy, and I think it is sort of like it's not too big, it's not too small, it's just in the middle, and that's definitely the space we need in Prague, so that's good. So do you think that there is anything to add, or?
Let me think. Yeah, I'm also really glad that we managed to open this place up here because Letná, you know, there's many people living here who are, I believe they are really into like live culture, but there's actually not that many venues in Letná, you know, for music, for example. Like there's almost no place for music, so live is something that I believe will attract people from this neighborhood quite a lot.
Great.
So yeah, let's hope it works out. Apart from that, I don't know if there is something else you would like to ask.
I think it's clear. It was just
Everything's
wonderful.
clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just like a couple of tech specs. Like we have the PA system's pretty good. You can play piano if you want to. Whatever we got, like in terms of technical things, I believe it's possible to accommodate pretty much anything. And that was the idea behind it, that we wanted a space that could be adjusted. Like pretty much everything you see, maybe except for the piano, you can somehow disassemble and hide it because the place is so small that you have to be able to do this. Otherwise it would just be a mess.
Yeah.
So you can do really, like if it fits in this space, a hollow space, you can do it. Like you can really like hide everything somewhere and you can just have an empty space. Yeah, and I guess that's pretty much it. So thanks for visiting and hopefully see you guys around when we can finally open again.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Okay, goodbye. Je to, super, 17 minut, hele.
Tak paráda.
Už to zastavím, zastavím tebe.
Bezva.
Super, včera nás prováděli.